Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Liz again. I am here with another little tutorial for you guys, and this time we will be making flowers. So here are some flowers that I made using a scallop punch along with a die, and I'll be sharing the little process with you guys on how to make these gorgeous flowers. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So like I said, we will need a scallop punch. So here's one that I have. Recollections, it is 1.5 inch. And then this one here that is 2.25 inch. And this one's by EK Success Tools. And you can get this one at Michael's for like $8 with a coupon. And then this is the Recollections brand. And this one, I believe I got it for like, I'm not even sure. But anyway, so that's what you will be needing, along with cardstock paper of your choice. I am using the Michaels, the one that they have for like $3 whenever it's on sale. And I went ahead and pre-punched some of those. This is the giant scallop, and then these are the tiny ones. So I also have these stamens here that I picked up at Michael's, and these are about $2 with the coupon. And they have these in the baking section at my Michael's. I don't know where they may place them in yours, but it's 3 different types, and I have the other ones back there, but these are the ones I will be using. And then you will also need something small to create the back for your flower. You can't see it on here, but back there I kind of like glued it together. You can also use hot glue, or you can use some glue. I use this one right now. This is the Martha Stewart's glittering glue, but you can also use tacky glue, whatever glue you use, glue of your preference. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna show you guys something that I came across and I decided to share. So in order for us to make these tiny little flowers, we're going to be needing this tiny one right here. But if you want to make this giant flower right here, or like this one and this one, then you will need a bigger scallop. So this is just a little way I use my flowers. And this is a cake. It's like kind of big, you can't really see it, but this is a little cake that I made for a friend. It's a little shabby chic cake. So let me put you guys back down. Okay, so with that being said, let me go ahead and just start with you. I'm gonna start with let me start with the little one because I already have 2 of these. So basically you just cut the scallop into 3s like so. You use 3 little scallops per cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you over here. First of all, you just wanna like, I have this bottle here, by the way, also I forgot to mention. Just kind of mist it and wrinkle it up. And I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible, guys, because I do not want to make this tutorial super long. I have my babies watching a movie. They're not feeling so well, so all right, you just kind of wrinkle it up or whatever. And now I'm just gonna start cutting into it, cutting into the center, but not all the way, just like that. And then I'm gonna come over here and cut right there. And I'm doing it by 3s, grouping them into 3s, like 3 little scallop per cut. And right here, I always like to put my finger where it's at so that I know not to cut into that one. Right here. And of course, it might not be like a perfect center, like your cuts. Some come out perfect, some don't. It all depends on the first cut, I guess. And this one. So that's what it should look like. You see the center right there? And that's where we're going to be poking a hole. So a little trick I like to do is, because this paper is thick, you can actually, let me move this glue in here. If you do this to it, you kind of wiggle it like that, the paper breaks up and you can peel back the second layer, and this will give you a thinner flower. So in order to make the flowers, you need three little layers. But if you cut this scalloped punch, okay, this little flower is not cooperating. Like for example, these two that I have here already came from one flower. You see how thin it is? All you gotta do is peel this back. So let me see, break this up a bit more. You just gotta separate the paper. There we go. Finally. Come on. Okay, there we go. And you just gently tear it away. And you might hear the TV in the background, guys. I hope it doesn't bother you. My babies are watching the Bernstein Bears. So you gently rip away because it is a bit moist. I wet it up with that spray. And there you have it. Tear away, tear away. So now you have like a super thin flower, and you get 2 out of 1. So now what we're gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna be using 3 little petals per flower. So I just use my scissors. I just kind of do this number to it. And give me 1 second. Okay, I just brought this pen because I think it'll be easier if I don't poke myself by accident. Stick it in there like that, just to make my hole. And I kind of like wiggle it in there. Oops. Let's see if you can focus right here. Kind of wiggle it in there, because when you're putting your stamens in, you want to make sure that they will fit through the hole. So there's one. Here's the other one. Just kind of, I know I'm not poking myself, I'm being cautious. There we go. And if you're not careful, your flower can tear, because they are very thin and delicate. So let me see this tool that I have here. Of course, guys, when you make a tutorial, it's always a bit harder because you're trying to make sure you're in frame and concentrate. So for you guys with the flawless tutorials, I envy you because my tutorials are always like all over the place. So as you can see, look, this is what happens when you're not careful. You can probably, if you have like a small hole puncher, you can do it with the hole puncher. The one I have is too big. It'll probably like chop this whole flower in half if I try to do it with that. Okay, so there you go. All right, so now all 3 of my flowers have the holes in them. I'm going to come in with the stamen, and all I do is fold it in half like so. I always like to make one bigger than the other. And I'm going to start with this one. And you just insert your stamen through there. And I like to make it like that. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my glue. Hold the stamens on the bottom like that. Come in with my glue. And I'm going to start layering these. Come on, little Martha. Let's go. Okay, there you go. And then since this one tore, I'm just going to go ahead and place this as the second layer, because I don't want it to be the bottom one and then it like falls apart on me. Come on, little flowers, cooperate. It's your time to shine. So there we go. And then I'm going to come in and apply some more glue. And stick this one right in there. Uh-oh. Okay. It won't, it's not cooperating, guys. So let me just come in here and kind of do this number. There we go. Open up the hole a bit more. And now it should go in. Okay. I'm so sorry if I'm out of frame. Okay, there we go. So there, we have all 3 in there. It should look like that. And now you grab, where did I leave it? I have these little flower punch that I picked up at Joann's. And you'll just need a little piece if you're not going to be backing it up with the, oops, there it goes. I just like to kind of break up the fibers a bit. And I got this little handy tool and friend mail from Mrs. Melinda. She gave me this, so I'm not really sure where she got it or what it's called, but I'm guessing I'm using it right. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to trim away about that much and just kind of fold it in here. Apply some glue. And then just put this backing on there. Okay. Just like so. I'm kind of like press it before I go all fancy with it. Start decorating it. Kind of make sure that this is like well in there. All right. So your flower should look like this. Now you can come in here and like stickle the petals. You can also spray it with some of this Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. You just like how to swirl it. So in this case, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spray it with some of this Tattered Angels because I like the way that it looks. So let me move my glue. Oh, such a messy tutorial, guys. I'm so sorry. So just kind of spray it in there like that and start shaping my flower. So you just this is what I do. I just kind of like squish, scrunch it up this way like that, and it gives you a beautiful little, like, what are these flowers called? Like a peony. You see, you have a beautiful little flower. And to finish it off, I will be using this die cut right here. You can put stamens in here. You can put a pearl. You can put a flat back pearl. Anything you wish to embellish the center of your flower with. I've used buttons as the center. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the center. And just glue this down in here. And it's always a bit messy. Oh, come on, little flower. Don't make me look bad. All right, there we go. And then when you come in with your, if you have a heating tool, you heat it up and it will make it hard. Like, it'll give it this crispy little feel. I don't know if you can hear that. So this is the tiny flower. I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful, useful, and it was made using this 1.5 inch scallop punch from Michaels. So that is it, guys. I will be back with the large flower tutorial. I don't want to make this video too long, so if you found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next video. Well, God bless you all and have a wonderful day. Bye.